Hi, welcome back to Insight 2014. We're here on the show floor, Insight Central. I'm Richie Jennings, and I'm joined by Michael Cade. Michael, hey.
Hi.
And I'm by Ed Morgan. Hey, Ed. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen. Michael, you're from Avnet, which is a well-known distributor. And Ed, you're from ANS Group, a VAR. Right. So, super. Great to have you guys here. Obviously, you know, you've been to several Insights before.
Yeah.
This is my first Insight.
This is your first Insight.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, here's the Insight version. So we can haze him later, right? Michael, if I might ask you, from your perspective, you know, obviously this is very different from other Insights that we've had before. You know, there are a bunch of customers flying around. How does that make you feel?
So generally, from a distribution point of view, all of the people are they're my customers anyway. So it's no real different. Obviously, there's another element of the reseller customers here as well. So I think it's good that they're getting to see all the new features and everything that's coming from NetApp. So yeah, I think it's a positive and a good thing.
Oh, great. Okay. And Ed, as your first Insight, how are you finding it?
Yeah, it's good. Busy. A lot busier than I expected. But like I said, with the customers here now, you know, means we have to be on best behaviour.
I mean, aside from the partners, there are like 500 customers.
500 customers, yeah.
Yeah, which for a European event ain't bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty respectable. I'm impressed. Listen, you guys must think a lot about the hybrid cloud. NetApp keeps talking hybrid cloud, hybrid cloud, hybrid cloud. I mean, what does the hybrid cloud mean to you? Who wants to kick this one off?
I'll go. Yeah, I have my mouth first. So I think the most important thing for me, and why I'm kind of keen on it, is, you know, it gives you that agility to leverage the hyperscale, you know, compute and everything.
The agility to leverage, my goodness.
You like that?
You've been talking to too many Americans, my friend.
Too many pre-sales consultants, yeah, that's it. No, it's just the flexibility of it, you know. You don't need to go wait a month to, you know, for Avnet to ship us some compute if we need more compute, or you know, it's just gives you that flexibility.
And Michael?
So I guess so. Public-private cloud, they've been there. It's just infrastructure with a fluffy name on it, I guess. I guess the hybrid cloud it's actually happening now. It is there, and I guess that seamless transition from your private cloud sat on premise and being able to burst into the public cloud as and when your requirements need that, I think, and it's now there. It's been spoken about in the tech industry for probably a couple of years now. The cloud has been that buzzword, and I think now it's actually come to fruition.
Storage is always the big bugaboo that stops people moving their workloads from data centers, their own data centers, to, you know, somebody else's, be it a public cloud provider or a colo or something like that. And are there new features in the gear that NetApp is producing now that makes that much easier to do? Is that the key?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, one of the, you know, the sort of cliches with public cloud platforms was you could get your data in there, but you could never get it back out again. You know what I mean?
Hotel California theory.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, now with some of the features in ONTAP, it makes it pretty easy to, you know, literally just move your workloads. You know, if you want to put it in AWS, you can put it in AWS. You can take it out back onto your on-premise. You know, it's a lot easier now to get data back out of the public cloud platforms, which is obviously a big bonus.
Let me leverage those thoughts from you, Michael.
So I guess from the NetApp portfolio that's been released this month, we've got Cloud ONTAP now that sits in the Amazon Web Services, giving you that trusted and secure platform to store your data, but also the technology that you've got on premise allows you to replicate that up to that secure platform and back again as and when you need that. So I think that now that that's happened, it gives that it's actually happening, so they can move their data in and out securely in a timely fashion without having to take months or weeks to migrate in and out of their infrastructures.
Right on. I mean, you talked about NPS. This idea of having ONTAP actually in a cloud as well is something that I think is takes a bit of getting used to. It seems to be a bit mind-blowing for some customers. I'm intrigued though. We've kind of talked a little bit theoretically. So, I mean, are there any actual customer use cases here that you can point to?
So I've got a customer already wanting to know more about Cloud ONTAP and NPS for that matter. Really, they're a department store. Everything's run online. So there's a lot of web servers out there that they currently have all on-prem. That during the peak times, we're approaching Christmas, they actually need to fire up more resource. And to do that, they don't want to have that new hardware or that wasted hardware sat on-prem. So they're able to burst that into the cloud using Cloud ONTAP, using all the new features that we've got with 8.3 to fire up these extra web servers and then to shut them down again without costing them a lot of money for their on-prem hardware.
You're well known as advocating for NetApp, and it sometimes it almost feels like, don't take this the wrong way, you kind of have NetApp religion, and I'm curious what it is about the brand, what it is about NetApp that makes you so fervently evangelical about it. What's going on there?
I think it's just really, really good kit. It's been they've been top of the storage game for a long time now. Clustered ONTAP is an amazing technology. There's nothing really out there as a platform that I feel can compete with it. You've got everything from the flash array, all flash FAS. It's just such a complete product set, and it works.
It just works. Michael?
Yeah, I guess from my point of view, NetApp as a company, they're very innovative. They listen to what we say as well. So if there is something that's necessary, if it needs improvement, they'll listen to us as advocates, and we're able to get our point across and just have that conversation. We're not being drilled on this is what it is, and there's no movement on that product. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's another good thing. Whereas other vendors that I have worked with in the past, there is a line in the sand, and that you don't, then they won't go over that.
Right. That's awesome. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. Ed,
cheers.
Thank you. It's been a great discussion. He's been Michael Cade. He's been Ed Morgan. I've been Richie Jennings. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon.